Welcome to another tutorial, guys. In this video, we're going to be discussing Resolume's shortcut target settings. So I'm going to walk you through the different options we have for MIDI mapping our controls, our effects, and our clips. And I'm also going to show you a fix to an issue that many of us encounter within Resolume. So yeah, let's hop into it. Alright, so first thing, let's head over here to our shortcuts. We're going to click on Edit MIDI. And then you'll actually need to click on a function that already has a MIDI mapping onto it. So I'm just going to select this layer opacity here. And as you can see, once we do that, we have a list of shortcut settings that pop up. And we're going to be talking about targeting in this video. So we actually have three targeting options to work with. So you'll see these options whenever you assign shortcuts to clip triggers or controls on the layer, your clips, your group panels. And you'll actually have different options depending on what you're selected on. So for instance, right here I'm selected on a layer. And if we click on the target options, we have this layer and a selected layer option. However, if we are MIDI mapping anything onto a clip, it'll say this clip or selected clip. But first, let's talk about the target by position setting. So this is generally what you'll be using, especially whenever we are working within our group or layer panels. I believe that's the default shortcut mode for those. And this target just applies the shortcut to whatever order the clips or layers are in. For instance, shortcuts for layer opacity default to by position. And this is because you probably always want your first fader on your MIDI controller to control the first layer in your composition, right? So regardless of how you reorder the layers in the future, Resolume knows to keep that shortcut locked to that position. And this goes for placement and shortcuts that you apply to clips within your composition. So if you were to, let's say, map out this particular clip here in column 12 with my sources main layer, and I map that out to a MIDI button, and we leave that on by position. So with by position, if I were to launch that clip with the press of just this button on my controller, and I were to move this clip off of that position within my composition, now whenever I try to hit that shortcut and that button on my controller to launch that clip, it will no longer do that because it is set to that position instead of this clip specifically.
If you enjoy videos like these, we got a full classroom and it's way beyond what we got here on YouTube. Plugins, loops, insider tips and tricks from experienced VJs. Now, if you haven't yet, check us out. We got a week free trial, and let's get back to your video.
Now for our next setting, we have here it says this layer because I am MIDI mapping a layer control. However, if we are on our clip or anywhere in our group, it'll say this clip or this group. Now, this target applies a shortcut to the specific clip, layer, or group regardless of wherever you move it. Now, the good thing about that target option with this clip, this group, or this layer is that whenever you use this, you can assign a shortcut to always trigger a specific clip. Now, it doesn't matter whether that clip is in layer 1, column 1, or layer 27, column 95. It will always be triggered by that specific shortcut. But do keep in mind that whenever you do delete that specific clip, layer, or group, of course the shortcut also disappears with it. But let's talk about an issue that we can experience whenever we are selected onto this second shortcut targeting option here. And so for here it says this layer, but I'm going to show you something that happens whenever we are on a clip specifically, and I know many of us experience this issue. And so what we'll do first here is let's go ahead and drop an effect onto a clip. And so I'm going to drag and drop this edge detection onto this clip here. And then let's go to MIDI map this effect onto that clip. So shortcuts, edit MIDI, and then select whatever button you want on this for your MIDI controller on this effect. And then by default, you can see that the target option here is selected clip. Now, the issue with that is whenever we are no longer selected on this clip, and if I select another clip here to preview it, you can see that once I press this button to unbypass that edge detection that we just placed on that MIDI mapped clip, nothing's happening, right? And obviously we don't want that. So in order to fix this, all we need to do is let's click back on this clip here with edge detection. We're going to click on shortcut to edit MIDI, and we are going to head back to that bypass button that we mapped, and we're going to switch that to by position. And so that'll actually fix your issue, and you'll never have to go back to select that clip in order to utilize your MIDI mapped effects on that clip. So now let's say if we are selected on another clip, right, and I'm pressing that edge detection mapped button, you can see that it is now working. So that is the fix to no longer having to be actually selected on that clip if you have effects mapped out on your MIDI controller that way. However, that's going to apply to effects that you have mapped onto a specific clip, but if you're just looking to fire off one of your clips within your layers or your composition, or to press just one button on your controller, you'll want to leave it on this clip. That's going to sum up this video on targeting shortcuts with your MIDI. I hope that you guys learned some tricks along the way, and as always, we appreciate the continued support. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.